we on? We are. One moment, please, while I get there. Test the sound. Okay, it's working. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your Aries November 2024 monthlies. This is the Ministry of Tarot. Please like, share, and subscribe because it helps boost the channel. Let's see. I'm going to leave the chat on. So I've chosen the decks that I would like to use for the monthly. For the primary pulls. For the primary pulls, I'm going to be using the Tinker's Tarot. For the clarifiers, the Secret Tarot. And for clarification of the clarifiers, the Wheel of the Year Tarot. And either advice or ultimate outcome will be the Journey Tarot. Okay, let us begin. I think there's someone here already. Hello, if you're here. I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, but something told me I should. So here I am. I'm going to be pulling 6 cards. The first card is for the blessings that you're going to be bringing into November that you can use in November. The second card is the energies that you're going to be, the primary energy you're going to be sitting in the month of November. And then 4 predictive cards, because I am a fortune teller, psychic. The whole purpose of the tarot is to find out what energies are going to be in your life for the period of November, right? I do pull for sun signs primarily, but I guess you can apply it. You will know if your rising or your moon sign is appropriate, right? You will know by the end of the month whether I'm accurate or not, but I have been reading for over 35 years. No one person can claim this reading. It's for all Aries, right? Okay, let us begin. What's coming up for Aries in November 2024? What is coming up for Aries in November 2024? What's coming up for Aries in November 2024? What's coming up for... Hi! Loving it! Oh my God! I'm so happy to see you! Oh, I'm so happy to see you, babe. It's been so long. I wasn't even going to do readings tonight. And then I just kept thinking about it, thinking about it. I'm like, should I do them tonight instead of tomorrow? Not because it's, I was dreading it. I was just really tired and I want to be on my A game. But I kept getting pulled. So here I am. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so happy to see you, babe. I love you. What's coming up for Aries in November 2024? What's coming up for Aries in November 2024? Usually I get really strong intuits during my shuffle. I did not get any messages for you. Loving it. What do you think of my new glasses? I love you, babe. The first card you have is a High Priestess, which in this deck is Minerva. I don't know if you can see that. You could see there's like a Sarah Bernhardt feel, right? I saw her grave in Paris. At any rate, this is the High Priestess is the person who hides information, just like an actress would. Like Sarah Bernhardt, right? But for a purpose, a good purpose, right? We hide information and to put the audience in a suspension of disbelief situation to tell a story. Here we hide, the High Priestess hides information until you're ready to have it. For instance, whenever I do a Celtic cross spread and this comes as the outcome, then I know that we're not supposed to know what the outcome is at the moment because it's not to be revealed. This is the significator for Pisces and Taurus for me. Okay? So the lessons that you're bringing to learn to use in November is secret information primarily. Maybe you had hard lessons in the past that you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that again. Not repeating a cycle is quite possible, or it's secret occult information. The fact that you might keep quiet, not unlike myself, that you're highly psychic and you use it to your advantage in some way. Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying a new style after like 10 years. Are you an Aries, babe? The next card is the energy that you're going to be sitting in right now, if I can see it, because the Eight of Earth. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. You can see here, this is the Apprentice card. Even though you have valuable information, you're open to getting new information. You're curious. You're wanting to learn something new. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll give you a free reading after this, okay? So think of your question, because I'm so happy to see you, babe. I'm sure you do, loving it. I sense that about you. But here you see someone's trying to form something. This is the energy that Aries is going to be sitting in. You'll be learning a new skill under the mentorship of another person or guidance from another person. But you'll be trying to put your own stamp on it, right? Your own style on it, okay? Now, your 4 predictive cards, right? What's actually being predicted for you based on the energies from the card. This is the Death card. It's in reverse, but here you are. It's called the Wild Unknown, right? This always denotes like a secret relationship with me. Or for me, not with me, for me. It is in reverse. Maybe there's a relationship that you're trying to end. When it's right next to the apprenticeship card, it's like, okay, I'm open to new relationships. Maybe that will finally get rid of this energy from this past relationship. Now, you might have a psychic connection to a Scorpio type, sun or moon, okay? And this person psychically pulls on you, okay? They might be, because this is the predictive portion of the reading, it might be that, or because it's next to the Eight of Pentacles, the energy you'll be sitting in, you want to follow something through to the end. Like, okay, this is a 2-year course or program, and I'm just going to do it this time, As you may have remembered from earlier in the year, I ended a 5-year odyssey with a real estate license that I finally got. But it was off and on, studying, not studying, because life stepped in, or I made myself think that life stepped in, right? It might be something like that, like, you know what? I'm just going to, keep doing it, right? I have not spoken to that Scorpio in 45 years. He won't go away. Yeah, Scorpios are innately psychic, like Virgos and Pisces. And they psychically think about and ruminate about past situations, which brings, kind of like, it's almost like their energy reaches out to you and holds you, right? So that's why. But we'll clarify. The next predictive card you have, I think, is the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, the Ten of Earth. Now, this is a true depiction of an inheritance card. See, you see ancestors on the wall, the urn, the multi-generational aspect. But the Ten of Earth also speaks of not only inheritance, but potential windfalls as well when it's in the upright. Family money, legacy money, usually denotes a lot of money. So you might be getting money, we'll have to clarify, but as it stands now on its own, there's a potential for a Ten of Pentacles energy in your month of November, Aries, right? Which would be good news. And next is Star. Yes, please. This Star card has a real alchemist feel to it, right? You have this angel or angelic-like figure with, mixing two energies, right? This is a very hopeful and wishful card, especially next to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? It could also be a water sign or Aquarius to me. And then the final card, predictive card you have is the Chariot. I always imagine this, see the way this card is depicted in the Tinker's Tarot, you can't tell whether this train is arriving at the station or departing the station. If it's about to depart, it's building up steam to do so. Because you have the Eight of Pentacles in this deck, you're getting ready to... it doesn't have a ace or fool kind of energy. It has like a page energy where if you are going to restart something, the time it will be in November and possibly help with the Cancer sign. But it doesn't have to. But it also denotes the Engine card, which is the Chariot card in this deck. It's still at the station, okay, is the important thing to know. Just like in the Rider-Waite deck, where in the upright, it's a halt. But you're about to go. You're building up steam to do something. Okay, let's clarify with the Secret Tarot. That's quite possible. If you say he's a shapeshifter, I believe you, loving it. Absolutely. But I always got that kind of vibe with Scorpios anyway. Like they're just so chameleon-like, anyway. Like you wouldn't be surprised if they turned into a dog. What is this? Are these stuck together? They are stuck together. Okay, I'm going to put them back on the deck, but these were stuck together for some reason. Temperance and the Sun card. I'm going to put them back on the deck. Okay. So I want to know why the Death card is in reverse. This is one of your predictive cards, okay? What is not transforming? It is over the Chariot card. So hopefully that scorpionic energy is about to leave the station. What does this Death card in reverse mean for Aries in November 2024? What does the Death card in reverse mean for Aries in November 2024? Oh, I believe you. Ooh, that's creepy. Totally creepy. Another thing to note about Scorpios and Capricorns, they have the highest rate of STDs, just so you know. Oh, look. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Remember how... This is right underneath it, right? The Chariot card. How I felt like it wasn't an ace energy or a fool's energy. So I'm asking, what does this Death card mean? What is not transforming? Now remember, the name on this card is the wild unknown, right? And it's above this travel card. I don't know if there's like this trip that you wanted to go on, possibly even from childhood, like a longing to like visit the pyramids of Egypt, for example. Okay? And you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to freaking do it, right? Anyway, the Death card in reverse, what does it mean in this situation? Is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Now, before I go pull the decks that I'm going to use for, you know, my monthly and weekly readings, I have to be pulled to the decks for the 211 I have. And I was pulled to this deck, right? Now, rabbits have, if you've heard of the rabbit test, right? It's, rabbits are very fertile animals, right? And rabbit test is a kind of a pop culture name for a pregnancy test, right? If something doesn't end or you're feeling a pull, it's because you're allowing it to. You're allowing it to germinate and gestate, and you're hopeful for a new beginning, but you have a feeling it's not coming. You know, so that the longing for someone, whether, you know, it's because they have great sexual power over you or whatever the reason, they could be totally bad for you, but you long for them anyway because they're good in bed or whatever it is, right? It's still going to be there. I'm sorry to say. Sorry. Yeah. And look who came out again. Temperance. And see how she's kind of looking at the camera? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm going to go with your energy this week. Temperance is a Sagittarian energy, which is a spiritual energy. You have a very deep spiritual connection to this person or situation. I feel like it's a person. Okay? And, you know, you're going to have to protect yourself. I mean, you are protected because this person isn't reaching out, because the Ace of Wands is in reverse, and they might even be trying to psychically control you. Okay. So that's one energy you're going to have. You're still going to have that. So let's see what the Ten of Pentacles means. Yeah. Well, if they're still psychically pulling on you, you didn't sever the cord. It's hard to sever a cord with a Scorpio, Virgo, or Pisces. I don't know what it is. And you have to be, it's dangerous because if you have the wrong spell for that, it's like you can like connect them to yourselves forever, you know? Anyway, what's this Ten of Pentacles mean in the upright for Aries in November 2024? What is this Ten of Pentacles mean in the upright for Aries in November 2024? What's this Ten of Pentacles mean in the upright for Aries in November 2024? Another reason why I didn't want to do it tonight, the Novembers, is because I kept trying to juice my phone up to 100% and it just wasn't happening. Oh, look, the Hermit. Virgo energy. You might be doing genealogical research. Maybe that's the Eight of Pentacles. And look at this, Ace of Sword. Now, when you have two aces in a tarot cluster, that means like a union or a partnership. What else? A new home or a new job. So, if you were looking for thus, you might get a good one with the Ten of Pentacles. But there might be like a slight delay before you can start, something like that. And a Virgo may hire you. That's one scenario. That's the only scenario that I'm getting in my head. Just to read the cards in a rudimentary base sort of way. I mean, you can get an inheritance. It was destined. It makes you think deeply about what you want to do. Or maybe you're just wondering why you got it. That's another scenario. I mean, those kind of scenarios are kind of few and far between. And please don't leave anything in my comments like, what, are you saying somebody's going to die? Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm saying. You have a lot of possibilities here. I don't think it's the latter of the two because you have the Star card here. Okay? So, what does the Star card mean? Now, you have a lot of major arcana. So, for Aries, November is a major month. You have strong primary energies. What's the Star card in the upright mean for Aries in November 2024? What's the Star card mean in the upright for Aries in November 2024? A neighbor might annoy you, or someone that you have to talk to but don't like to talk to. They're in your vicinity, so you kind of have to deal with them if they come up. But that person will be accusatory in some way, but it's like a silly kind of, I want to say it's inflamed. Like, if you don't answer right away, it's like they'll try to communicate with you in a mode that's non-emergency. It's like, say if you only check your emails once a day or whatever it is, and this person's like, hello, and you're like, hey, pump the brakes. I don't get email notifications. You know what I mean? So, they're annoying, and they blame. Anyway, that's coming up as a scenario. But I was shuffling with the Star card when I said that. Again, another major. Now, in this deck, this is a third-party situation, or you're dealing with a player who may be an Aquarius or a water sign. So if you are, remember, you have two aces, so who cares, right? You're also very curious. You're sitting in that energy. You have like these kind of like mini hassles, but nothing you can't handle. It's just petty kind of stuff. Yeah. Because here you have the Seven of Wands, standing your ground. Here it is in the upright. I mean, talk about entanglement. You may find yourself attracted to someone who you suspect is a player. And you're like, oh, God, another one of these? Or, and you stand your ground, going, I will never do that again, right? Or a Gemini Aquarius, water combination person may be petty. And this is like unnecessary competition. It makes you... They try to put you on defensive, but it doesn't quite work because you see through it. Because your psychic abilities are... There's an uptick. Or it's very present. You're like, yeah, no. I'm not going to be put in that energy. If you wanted to ask me a question, and if it was important enough, you would have asked me the proper way or using the proper, call me or whatever. Tap me on the shoulder because you're over there on the other side of the room or whatever it is. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, this person's weird anyway, whoever it is. So what about the Chariot? Because I'm actually curious about that as well. What does this engine card in the upright mean for Aries in November 2024? What does this engine card in the upright mean for Aries in November 2024? That was only 2 shuffles. I got the tinglies, so... Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, they're pulling on you still, babe. That's okay. You asked the right person to handle it. Or energy to handle it. 6 of Wands. Victory. You have victory in transportation, commuting, not commuting, because this could be remote. You're just like in the station, not going anywhere, right? But there's victory. Or you travel home to a welcoming home company coming. Now, yes, the 10 of Pentacles can be a family reunion. Okay? And then the 9 of Wands in reverse, the other shoe drops. It's not even an up and down month. You have like these, like a major energies. It might even be a turning point for you somehow. You're learning something new or you're more curious than you have been in the past in a while. You have somebody tugging on you, whatever. You let go and let God. You have 2 aces, which means that you either have a new partnership, meaning union, so it can be business or pleasure. They're both in reverse, so there is a delay. It's not a bad thing. It's one you're meant to have, or it's a new job, okay, or a new position somehow. Someone tries to put you on defensive, but it doesn't work, and you get the answer on something that makes you feel victorious that has to do with travel or a car or international travel. Okay, there it is. Think of your question, loving it, because I'm about to shut this off and come back with Taurus. So let's get advice because we've got a lot of stuff going on. What's the advice for Aries in November 2024? What's the advice for Aries in November 2024? What's the advice for Aries to make this a successful month in November 2024? I heard green with envy. Green with envy. That's why the aces are in reverse. Your advice is to look before you leap. This is the take that leap card, right? See how the fingers are crossed with, am I making the right decision? You have secret information. You need to bring in past information in order to make a big decision a major, potentially life-changing decision. So look before you leap. Make sure you have all the information. Protect yourself. I need a little bit more information. You don't have to give names. Just say something like, what would help me protect myself from the person I'm thinking of right now or the situation? So is it a situation or a person? Or a thing you want to protect, like your job? I want to make sure that I'm really specific, so I get a specific answer. Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Next, get that answer for loving it. I'm going to use the Wheel of the Year Tarot for your question. Now, I'm giving a free reading to Loving It because she is a longtime loyal subscriber. Okay? So, subscribers get perks. So, please become a subscriber today. What specific method or strategy should Loving It use against the person who is sucking her energy? What method or strategy should Loving It use? Okay, I'm seeing the freezer thing. To protect her energy completely from the person and forever from the person sucking her energy. So I saw the freezer thing. So you got to write their name on a piece of paper, put in a Ziploc baggie, fill that Ziploc baggie with water, and then freeze it. That's what I saw. Healing. I know it's easier said than done, but the cards, the more specific the question, the more specific the answer. Healing. With the Three of Swords in reverse. But see how you have these owls and the crow. The crow is very crafty and smart. The owls have wisdom, right? So it's what you've learned and what you innately know, right? The Page of Cups in reverse. I get like a really weird answer from that. Like no forgiveness. And that kind of goes against what I believe. I think forgiveness is necessary, but this is what the cards are saying. Heal. No forgiveness. No, being ruthless, really. And Three of Cups in reverse, no reunion. You have 2 3s here. If we got a third 3, that would have been lies. I don't know why it's important to say that. I'm curious to see if it comes out again. If it pulls 6. Nope. Okay. Yeah. No reunion, no forgiveness, and healing. I mean, you know, it's easier said than done. You know what I mean? If they keep pulling on you, it's easier to heal if you're not fucking thinking about them all the time. Because they're psychically pulling. It's like an endless kind of hamster wheel almost. Their name? You want me to psychically get their name? Well, I mean, you know who it is. I'm not getting a name. I don't know why, but Ron comes to mind. Ron. But that could have been Run. So. But I remember it came up during the reading. And then it came up again. In a bag? I don't know what you mean. Anyway. That was your free reading, babe. Oh my gosh, there's 6 people here. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Well, it was good seeing you again, loving it. I hope to see you again. So typically I'm here Saturday nights. Okay, usually with the weekly, but I like about mid-month to do the incoming month. So I'm doing November's tonight for as long as the juice lasts. Right now we're at 67%. I love that you guys are all here. So I'm going to cut off the broadcast and then log on in a few minutes with Taurus. And then we're just going to keep going until we run out of juice. Okay, but it was good to see you, loving it. You've been on this channel as a subscriber for at least, I think, 5 years. Oh, yes. So their name in a Ziploc bag, right? Their full name. In a Ziploc bag, fill it with water, seal the bag, and leave it in the freezer. And it's supposed to keep them in a certain space, okay? And just keep them on ice. So you have to be careful about when you do it, because if you do it while someone's actively coming at you, you could freeze them in that coming after you. So you got to wait till they pull back, then put their name on the ice, and then keep them in that space. It does work. Oh, good. It was so great seeing you. Anyway, I'll see you in a few minutes with Taurus. Good night, everybody. And if I don't see you for Taurus and all the rest of the signs I'm going to do tonight, I'll see you next week at about 5-ish. Okay? Mwah. Bye.